Hello and welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGB, and today in the arena I'm playing a red Cavalcade of Calamity build. So it's a pretty budgety build, which is nice. It has 8 rares, 4 of them are Runaway Steamkin, which doesn't rotate and is very strong. The others are an Experimental Frenzy, which will always be good and also doesn't rotate, and Chandra, Acolyte of Flame, which is very good and doesn't rotate. In fact, out of the entire deck, the Fanatical Firebrands will rotate. Thank God. And this Flame of Keld is going to rotate, but the rest of the deck is intact, so it's not a bad investment if you're on a budget. I don't usually do budget stuff on the channel. Quite honestly, I built this deck up to be sort of competitive, and then realized it was pretty close to a budget build, so maybe you'll enjoy it. I get requests all the time in my comments to do Cavalcade of Calamity. I don't think it's as good as the other red deck, obviously, but some people really enjoy this style, and most of them build it in such a way as to take advantage of cards like Goblin Instigator, which is just to flood the board with a bunch of 1/1s and attack with all of them and get those Cavalcade triggers. But I find the more 1/1 creatures you put on the battlefield, the more likely your opponent is to kill them all. So instead of that, I focus on a plethora of 1-drops, which these kind of you do smork onto the battlefield, see what happens. Very strong mana engines from Runaway Steamkin, Light Up the Stage, Experimental Frenzy, Flame of Keld, so you still have some card advantage. The Cavalcades themselves, of course. And then Chandra, Acolyte of Flame, to make 2 1/1 red elemental tokens to use with the Cavalcade, so that if the opponent does blow up all your creatures, they're still taking a lot of damage from Chandra and the Cavalcade. Another new card here is Chandra's Spitfire. This 2 in a red 1/3 flyer gets +3/+0 whenever the opponent is dealt non-combat damage. That includes the 1 damage they take from a trigger of Cavalcade of Calamity. So if you attack with 3 creatures that are 1-drops, you have a Cavalcade and you have a Spitfire. The Spitfire gets +9/+0. It hits for 10. It's massively damaging and an absolute beating. Now, I only run 3 because it is really weak to Teferi, Time Raveler, as well as spot removal, which most of the deck is kind of resilient to spot removal. You can hope that your Steamkins eat those spot removal spells so your Spitfire might hit the opponent. Light Up the Stage is just stupid busted. You still should play it. And the 1 Frenzy is not really the point of the deck, but there's so many low-cost cards that you could definitely play more Frenzies, possibly in place of the Flame of Kelds. Flame of Keld is more explosive with the Cavalcade because each trigger is 3 damage instead of 1, but Frenzy's probably the best card, and having 1 in the deck also is kind of a cheeky way to ensure that you don't Frenzy into Frenzy, for that feels bad. So this deck was one of my viewer submissions for Tuesday, which is what I do on Tuesdays on Twitch. I let my paid subscribers send me decks to play, and this was a little bit different of the build. It's not quite the same build. I made some tweaks to it since then, but it did get to 7 wins in a constructed event, a best of 1 constructed event. So that's pretty good, and it shows that you can still be red proactive without being quite as all in on the traditional red elements. I'm curious to see how it will do in ranked today. Let's go play some games. HauntedFlower.com has thousands of licensed apparel designs. Licensed means it is legal for me to use the trademarked logos and such, and I paid a lot of money to make them, so please check it out. Game of Thrones t-shirts help you remember better times when characters you liked were still alive. Magic the Gathering Mana Symbol pants. Magic the Gathering Mana Symbol sleep pants. I don't always wear pants when I stream, but when I do, I wear these. All this and more shipped worldwide at hauntedflower.com. Use the promo code CGB to save 10% and support the channel at the same time. 3 1-drops and some Chandras. Why not? Why the heck not? Being on the draw is sad. Let's not do that next time. Let's be on the play. Being on the play is great. I like leading with the Spitter. Spitter's only likely to get in very early in the game. So while I could have a sure damage from a Firebrand there, this being 2 damage is nice. Ooh. Wow. That's a problem. Do I just kill these? Or do I give the opponent the option for the trade? They're going to trade with something no matter what. I may as well take the power away from my opponent, because when you see them, they must be part of a larger game plan. They absolutely must be part of a larger game plan that involves having lots of tokens. So if we take them off the board, we stop something like a Venerated Loxodon or Conclave Tribunal, some kind of a Convoke card being easily cast. Celebrant. Okay. Whenever another creature or planeswalker you control dies, I think we'll just Lightning Strike that out of the way. Again, part of a larger plan. Now, Chandra, Acolyte of Flame, can bring back Lightning Strike from the graveyard when we have 5 mana, or if this survives for a turn. The opponent's shocking the hell out of themselves, and there's a Johnny. Oh god, it's gonna gain a lot of life. But we can take it out. No, we can't. We can almost take it out. We're getting there.
Living in a monastery full of firebrands? Oh, they're so cute!
Wait, you can go like boom, 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 and then boom? Yeah, that's how that works now. Still figuring out some of the changes to the interface. But a Johnny the Great-Hearted, Saproling Migration, Cruel Celebrant. Whack. And lots of pain. And there is the Venerated Loxodon we played around earlier. Like a boss. Let's not have you in the house. Let's activate you. Let's attack with both. If the opponent blocks with the Loxodon, we can flash back a Lightning Strike. This isn't looking good, though. Our opponent still has a lot of life. We're going to have to draw some of our card advantage cards to get back in the game. Give me the Lightning Strike. Get rid of the Elephant. The Elephant, without any creatures on the battlefield, is a tell that the opponent's low on action, so I'm just going to try to plow through it. Ooh, that's not good. Well, there's a Flame, which I think I just want to play. I'm going to lose the Chandra. I could sack Chandra to flash back a shock my opponent in the face, play another Chandra. Or I could use it to crank out more tokens to get more damage in that way over the next 2 turns. It's pretty rough. I think I'll make my opponent attack this Chandra. Let's make the loyalties, or make the tokens. Let's make you unblockable. Let's attack in. I still think my opponent's kind of low on action. If they attack this Chandra, the next turn this Chandra can come down and get 4 damage in. The opponent can attack that Chandra, then we can Flame of Keld. Or we could just Flame of Keld now, discarding other Chandra. I guess I'm probably more likely to get 4 damage out of the new cards in the activation of Flame than I am from just pacing this Chandra. So yeah, we're gonna go with this now. It's all up to Tin Street Dodgy here. Please don't remove that. That would break my heart. By that, I mean the Flame of Keld. Your kitty's sad. I'm sad too. This game is not going my way. Yep. Abzan tokens with Celebrant. Okay, off to the races. And our opponent has double the racing power that we have, but a Cavalcade will turn that right around. Okay. I wonder what our opponent uses, if they have like a Bantu or something to sacrifice all their permanents to make the Celebrant work. And I still have one more card. Shock off the top. Okay. I smell a trap. This slow-mo play is like March of the Multitudes or something. It'd be very devastating. Let's slow roll the shock. Let's take our time. We're trying to just ninja out a win with our little dodger friend. I wonder if I had played out another Chandra, if the opponent would have tribunaled it, if that was the like point that where I lost the game. All right, no more of you. Does hurt the race. We're not winning the race no more. Come on, off the top. Let's go. Classic deck. Alright, play him out. We do have cards like the Frenzy in the deck. Might just want that land on the battlefield. Down to 4. Feeling the burn. Alright, come on. There's a Cavalcade. We got a block though, which is the worst. But we get a little damage in. Fighting for inches. Raise the alarm. Okay. Pair of 1/1s. As long as we get to block the Loxodon, we still get another shot at this. Off the top. Corpse Knight. Alright. Fail. But I can at least show you what it looks like when we use the Spitfire Cavalcade combo here. And the opponent, we didn't even activate it, so, you know, good game. Out of there. Yeah, I guess Flame of Keld let me down. I should have played out the Chandras and tried to draw out the Tribunal. I didn't. I was optimistic that the opponent would not be able to remove it. That was the hope and the dream. Sure. We're on the play this time. We've definitely made a difference in the last game as well. With a light up the stage in hand, I may want to... No, I'm definitely playing this next turn anyway. May as well be dodgy. White mana. With a Chandra Avatar? What a liar. Steamies. Let's go. I don't really want to trade off with your lifelinky token. Not really. Not on my list of things to do. You forgot to play a Pridemate first. Okay. Knight of Grace. I think we'll go activate you. Get in there. We could have also played the Firebrand and just sacrificed it to do face damage, but I like to save it. No mountain. That's not good. That's sad times. That's super sad times with a handful of 3s. Alright. Don't Tribunal. Don't do it. Please don't do it. I don't want that. It would make much sadness in my world. Alright. Here comes Knight of Grace. Good attack. What are you You're protecting Knight of Grace. Fine. Ugh. Alrighty. You to the battlefield. Then we go up tops. Get that spectacle. So we can do these things. I really did want that to go on the bodyguard though, so I could also kill the Knight of Grace, which could be annoying. But yeah, what can you do? I guess we can just point it over here anyway. We could also just not use the Lightning Strike, because then we could play a Spitfire and a Scorch Spitter instead. Maybe that's just better. Lightning Strike's just a 1-for-1. The Spitfire is an offensive player, but it can also block. Alright. Perhaps I should have also attacked with the 4/4 first, but a smart opponent would just block with Vanguard and pay the 4 life so that I wouldn't be able to use the ability after combat. So, I think that would have also turned out to be a bad play. Alright, we're spitting. No ataxies. Strike goes away, Mountain in the bank for next turn. No Cavalcade of Calamity yet. Not yet. The Scorched Spitter will deal a non-combat damage, which can pump the Spitfire if we just run this into the maw. Into the maw of white creatures. So that's something. But this is definitely where, like, Cavalcade needs to come rolling in. Hello. Do I want my opponent to pay 4 life? No. Not with this deck. Not with this deck. This deck is more of a combo deck than a burn deck. It's important to think about that. I'm sure some of you are already yelling at me because I'm not playing it like regular mono red. But it's not regular mono red. And for good reason. So it's trying to be a little bit more fun. Trying keyword. Alright, so there is a good block here. We could play the Acolyte of Flame, and the Acolyte of Flame could bring back a light up the stage, which sounds pretty exciting. The Spitter can spit upon you to pump the Spitfire for an additional 3 damage, but the opponent just eats it, unfortunately. Not particularly good. The Dodger can get in. I think what I do is I play the Acolyte of Flame, I get in with the Dodger, I play a Spitfire, another Spitfire off the Steamkin. No, I just get in with the Spitfire, right? Right. Flying. Because we can play the other Spitfire and have the same, like, kind of blocker count we had last turn. The opponent's open mana is interesting. Their hand can't be particularly strong. So here we go. We gotta find a Cavalcade. If we find a Cavalcade, we're doing okay.
Not to brag, but I'm totally the best pyromancy student.
Alright, let's make the mana. Let's minus here. Let's play the light up the stage. You know what's better than 4 light up the stages? More light up the stages.
Yeah, I like to think on my feet.
Wait, I can't play it for the spectacle cost? I guess I'm learning. Oh well. We all gotta learn somehow. We all gotta learn somehow. I do it by bumbling my way through Magic the Gathering games in front of the world. The rest of you can do it in your own home and tell nobody. It's a good deal for you. So, there you go. Spectacle. Can't play it for the spectacle cost when it's in the graveyard. And there is Tribunal. Goes for the Steamkin. I don't mind that. I think that's a pretty smart play. Now I'm curious if the opponent wants to go after the Acolyte of Flame, and how much. Oh, they go after me. Do I want to trade any of this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You'd think they have Pride of the Conquerors as their last card. I don't think I really want to block. I think blocking is like my last resort because I need these creatures on the board to combo kill with the Flame, so, or the Cavalcade, so yeah. I'll take it. Down to 5. Another mountain off the top. Okay, we gotta hit it here. We gotta hit something besides mountains. We've hit 3 mountains in a row, which basically meant this game was locked against us. 2 of them. Okay. I don't know if it's 19 damage, but it's a lot. And we're gonna try. We're gonna try. Math is for blockers. Play to the outs, friends. Oh my god. We got him. We really got him. I think we got him. We got him. Yes. That was epic. Am I recording? Yes, I'm recording. Hells yeah. That's why people like these cards. No creatures. It's okay, our whole deck's creatures. This is fine. This is fine. And if our opponent's on red anyway, we'll just kill something, draw some cards, kill something else. Alright. Not much going on. But we'll start piling those up. Triple red. Instigator, wait. Is this a mirror? Are we in the mirror? Should I save this though? I think I'll just play it and not attack. Because what I really need to make sure I can do is light up the stage on the cheap next turn. I want to attack for the triggers. Enchanted creature gets +2/+2 in haste. Well, no. What is going on? Why is our opponent swashbuckling? And why did they play that into the Firebrand? I was sure they were going to play an Instigate or something as soon as that happened. I guess they just knew. They knew I wanted to light the stage so badly. We could strike then light. I like just playing this out though and holding up the strike. We'll eventually get to light these stages. Don't worry, everybody. We can be patient. We're not under much pressure. Ooh. You suck. Goblin token. Getting busy. Alright. They even have the premium sleeves, and they have a fat stack. They're running a 70 card deck. Like, don't know what to think. I'm just gonna pay the full price. Okay, do things I can't play. Great. Hopefully I draw a land next turn so I can play them then. Regrets, I have regrets. I know, I play this more like a control deck. This time you can make fun of me. You can make fun of me a lot. It's cool. It's so cool. Alright, let's try this first. The opponent can see the Spitfire so they know what's going to happen, but I don't want to give away what the combo does. Alright. Bird. Birdo. Darn. Kinda had a feeling something like that might happen. No, not my Firebrand too. Oh my goodness. All the red removal spells in one deck. It's the premium sleeves that get me. Alright, I'm still paying full price for this. I stand by my bad decisions. I'm doubling down on them. They still have 5 cards in hand too. This is gonna be an ugly grind if they're just sitting on all removal spells. And it seems like that's what's going on here. You would think I'd be able to come up with enough 1-drops to overpower this. Like, where's the Chandra? Jeebus. Oh my god, the land. Alright. Yep, let's deal him a bunch of damage. Make him kill the Firebrand now. 4 mana, uh-oh. Trash Master. Okay. Let's kill this now, so that we only take one here. They just let any crazy person into Mythic these days. As a friend of mine in college would say, it was like an inside joke that I realize I'm now explaining to the internet. But he, whenever I or one of our friend group did something stupid, we'd say, we just let any motherfucker into college these days. And it was a joke. So hopefully you can take that as a joke, not me berating my opponent. I'm berating them in a friendly manner. My friends and I would pick on each other and others to show affection and for the good of the humors. You can say whether or not it's right or wrong, but we're kids. It's okay to be young. I'm just gonna flex on my opponent, my cat, and Crater Maker's gonna take down Dodgy Boy. This is so bad. But I think we gotta do it. $20 lands in the deck, by the way, in case anybody was wondering. People tend to wonder when you landlord this hard. Oh, yuck. That card would go good in my deck. Ugh. I want my shock back. Okay. Make the opponent pull a removal spell by getting the extra damage in here. No, I think we can hang back. Because if the opponent doesn't have that removal spell, I might really want this card. This Firebrand. Or do I? I'm going to attack this turn and get the damage. Because if something were to happen to this, like a Goblin Chain Whirler, I want to be able to win by ripping the perfect card like a Tin Street Dodger or a Lightning Strike off the top. So lowering the life total is worth it. We're under pressure. Not another land. Just not another land. That's all I ask. Not a land. Wow, Flame of Keld with 3 cards in hand. And look at the discards. How much are you attacking me for? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, worst draw possible. Probably. But I definitely feel like I cost myself this game at a few turns. Even with all those land, I just didn't anticipate that the flood would happen, so I played in a way to try to maximize certain things. It didn't work out. The opponent just needs to deal me 1 more damage. Let's see if they can do it. Yeah, you see the stick? They've got a burn spell. Just play it. It's okay. I've got nothing. Alright, well played. Hey, the one of Frenzy showed up. I've got to keep this hand by default. It actually has a really strong enchantment in it, as opposed to my weak as hell enchantments. Sorry, I shouldn't be so negative. Tin Street, get him. Be dodgy. Green blue. Is this the tempo deck? Paradise Druid? Okay, some kind of a ramp thing. Let's light the frickin' stage. I'll offer you a trade though. No? You don't want to trade? Alright. Owen doesn't want to trade. What can you do? Shock and Firebrand. Fun. Let's go ahead and drop the Firebrand. We got burn. We're looking very traditional red. Let's see what our opponent does having ramped to 4. What can they make happen? Manual taps. Sure. Gift of Paradise. Well. Maybe this is Flood of Tears? I can respect some Flood of Tears. Alright, let's see if the opponent wants to block either of these. Probably not. All right, shock your face. End the turn. How many Gift of Paradise do you draw? Hydra! Hype. But our opponent doesn't have another Planeswalker. Alright. Get out of here with that. Get that out of here. Less bodies on the field, please. We'll throw this Lightning Strike and then play Frenzy next turn. Though we still have a long way to go on this opponent. A long way to go. 15 life is a lot. Especially when most of your things only deal 1 damage without pulling exactly Cavalcade of Calamity. Alright, what are you doing? 3-4. Crap. That's too strong. Double? Crap. It's not good. Alright, I have to strike your face then. If I had left up the Firebrand, I could have taken that thing out. Oops. I think I strike the face anyway, because we're trying to burn the opponent down, right? If I'm trying to burn him down, I think like hitting a Lightning Strike there is one of the best things I can do. Crap. Not good. Alright, well, Chump and Sack doesn't do anything. Next turn the opponent can attack for 10, so I get 2 turns here. I think I just have to go face. I think if I kill the Crassus, it doesn't buy me that much time, because this is 6, and then if they can get through with the Druid as well, it's dead anyway. So I've got 2 turns. We just need to draw perfect. No problemo. Face is the place. Alright. Looks like now is the time for that. And this. And this. Balls. Let's get the damage in. Oh man. Now, do they have some way to pump it up? Do they have their second Hydroid Crassus? There's always like Crassus in the Crassus, right? Uh-huh. Oh, does Paradise Druid ever get frisky? I swear, you've never even been tapped for mana. I don't know what you're even doing here. Alright, big turn. Big turn! Come on, Cavalcade. Just blow it up, because, you know, lol. Not the big turn. Not the big turn at all. Garg! Alright. Well, at least we got an absurd amount of gold and packs for our effort. Let's go ahead and crack this baby. Gems, wild card. I hope you had enjoyed this look at the Red Calamity deck. I feel like I could have uploaded just the one video, the only game that we won with the epic top deck, and that would have been a perfectly fine video on its own. And I think it's worth quite honestly watching the video as it is. If you stuck to the end, thank you. It's been a beating. The deck isn't good. It has a glorious moments and sweet interactions, but good. Not in this meta. With rotation, it might actually become an option because, as we said, it's pretty budget friendly and it's almost rotation proof. And it's fun. It is very fun if you like red decks that are a little less traditional. So, yeah, give it a try if it's your jam. Thank you for watching this video. As always, I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.